So let's start to opening our box of Pandora, and we will start with some fears. According to World Health Organization, according to World Health Organization, about each sixth person will suffer and die from cancer. It's quite scary statistics, isn't it? Well, we can say that everybody is going to die anyway, but it could be not true for today. Because another interesting statistic is that the progress in medicine, in extending life expectancy, is creating a situation when this progress prolongs life for longer than the time have passed. So within 5 years, people start living longer for 10 years. The next 10 years, they start living longer for 20 years. So it looks like we are coming to some sort of practical immortality that comes from the sphere of science fiction into the sphere of science and practice. Why I'm talking all about this? It's all related to artificial intelligence. Because this is achievable, the treatment for cancer and the potential for immortality of humanity is achievable only with the enhancing progress in artificial intelligence. Since humans are quite slow in analyzing big amounts of data, and this is required to find the new drugs. Artificial intelligence have beaten humans in all these tasks already. So we need to enhance and make the progress going quite fast in terms of how does the artificial intelligence develop. The fact is, it develops also quite slowly. You can be mistaken by seeing all the news in the media saying that guys from artificial intelligence teams, they done this or this, the AI have played human in Go, in chess and so on, but it is the same math methods that was used from 1950s of the previous century. Nothing new. And all the progress that we're seeing today comes from that there is much more data, there is internet, and there is much more computing power available. So it's not a research progress proper, it's just a technical progress. Why AI develops slowly? First of all, because it needs data, big data. And the big data industry today is monopolized. You have no open market where you can go and buy some large databases for competitive prices. They are all owned by Facebook, Google, and so on, you can name them. AI also needs research, extensive research. Who pays for research in AI? Again, the same corporations. And researchers have no economical incentives in developing artificial intelligence further. They can go only and work for a salary or look for grants. AI needs a computing power, a lot of computing power, but it is still expensive and again oligopolized by the same corporations in the cloud. So small company wanting to do something on AI, for instance, to create some small mobile app that can allow people to photo some items and show the price in their shop, they have no other option than spend thousands of hundreds of thousands for buying a large databases and buying a computing power. In Pandora, we are aiming to change that. We are creating a decentralized open market for 3 critical resources for artificial intelligence development. It's big data, AI, algorithms, and computing power. And we're doing that by doing that, we also create economical incentive for people who provide their computing power. They start mining with neural networks, like now they mine with Ethereum, computing some hashes. For now, they can compute artificial neural networks that make some quite useful job, which is paid by somebody, and also they earn additional coins that can be sold on the exchange after that. We found, our team have a game theory expert, and we found a way how to incentivize miners do the proper work, not cheat. And that's why we don't need that the computation on artificial networks. It doesn't need it to be repeated by all members of the networks as done for smart contracts today. So there is no repetition of resources and computations, And that's why we've created probably the first scalable AI in a decentralized way. Also, additionally to cognitive mining, there is an award for researchers, which is awarded proportionally to their Hirsch index, its scientific index showing the impact of the scientific work on the industry. So there is a direct incentivization of the research in the artificial intelligence. Here we come from mining to cognition. You probably heard that the mining power, the electricity spent on mining Bitcoin is already higher than the whole electricity consumption in some of the countries like Ireland. So for now, it wouldn't be spent on something useless computations. It would be spent on something that would allow humanity to achieve more and treat cancer and someday go to immortality. Those who are waiting for Ethereum moving to proof of stake, miners, they are waiting for it. They can start mining with AI for now. So those huge investments that were done into hardware, they wouldn't be wasted. And the same GPUs can be used for computing neural networks. That sounds quite good, isn't it? Yeah. However, there is still some guys that are afraid of what's going on to happen with artificial intelligence progress. For instance, Elon Musk says that AI progress is going to be exponential. It will quickly overrun humans in the capabilities, and it would not need humans at some point. So AI must be regulated by government. We should have some laws that would regulate what AI researchers could do. So to restrict even further that small progress that's happening today and probably delay the finding the treatment for cancer for another 50 years, isn't it? However, this is not working like that. If we take a historical example, you know that there is some people that are smarter than other people, right? And smart people don't need stupid. So if Elon Musk right, all stupid people have to be killed already by the smart ones. Well, this is not happening, isn't it? So why it's not happening? Because there is a game theory, and because there is a multi-agent systems and economical systems that prevent from happening it. So take another example. We think that human is the only species, is the only intelligent species on the earth. However, around us, there is another entities that acting at the same way as the humans, legal entities. We can trade with them, we can have agreements and contracts with them. They are part of our economy and culture already. The brands, they are part of the culture. So they are part of the human civilization. Another part, which is not a human part, because the legal entity is not a humans behind it. So we already have some sort of xenophobia for humanity with this ability to integrate into culture foreign entity from the point of human biological life. Artificial intelligence may become just another entity like a legal entity, a new type of entity. And there is no problem with having this within humans. We don't need to control it. We need to liberalize it. So instead of regulations, we need competition with economical interaction. Instead of governance, we have to have trustless environments and guns. And we need to have multiple artificial intelligence working in a decentralized way. That would allow a constant progress in the AI development. By saying that, you probably already come to the conclusion that blockchain is the best solution for creating decentralized and trusted open economies. That's why we believe in the power of blockchain in decentralized artificial intelligence. And that's why we believe that it would help to the humanity in whole. We need AI progress, but humanity also needs blockchain for achieving this goal with artificial intelligence. And we plan to build the system that would be the same for the world in terms of artificial intelligence like Ethereum come for smart contracts. But there is even bigger picture. Humanity have passed through a number of stages in its own development. It started with the Agrarian Revolution, when people come from goods gathering to goods production, and the gross humanity national, well, not national, but gross humanity product at that stage was proportional to the number of people. So each people can go and gather something. If you have 10 more people, you gather 10 times more. There is no other way to develop economy further. Then came manufacturers. We came from manual labor to tools production. And we got more efficient manual labor. It became proportional to the number of people with some coefficient. After that came this industrial revolution. Here we automated production. We came from manual tool production to tools producing tools. And we get polynomial development of the economy. You probably heard that before the modern time, the global economy wasn't growing. It was because of this fact, because before automation, there was no way to produce more product than there are humans on the earth. For now, we can produce much more product. But a new revolution is coming. It's artificial intelligence and transhuman revolution. Here, we will start from producing tools to producing learning tools that are able to produce another tools. And we come to this exponential growth of the economy. So the burst of economy that was observed during the modern time, with this growth of the prosperity of the humanity, it wouldn't be nothing comparable to what is going to happen with artificial intelligence. So those people who invest into artificial intelligence that can get even higher returns than those people who was investing into stock market hundreds of years ago. So you probably think that we are going to ask you to invest and announce some type of ICO going on. No, we say no, not today to any ICO, and we are not doing ICO. Unfortunately, maybe fortunately, we don't believe in this type of attracting investment to such a project. Instead, we think that creating a decentralized network that runs artificial intelligence independently of any corporation or government will create a situation when artificial intelligence start evolving itself by already having some money, like drones making some work. They earn Ethereum via smart contracts, and they spend that money to upgrade their own algorithms using open market that we provide with them. So we hope that Pandora Boxchain, I think you now understand why it's Pandora and Boxchain, will create a situation where AI would be self-evolutionary. There is another article, you can find it in the internet, where I say that why blockchain will help artificial intelligence to evolve faster. Because it's this immutable records is the same as of writing in human history. When writing system appeared and people were able to put their knowledge onto something unchangeable, the culture has boosted in its development. So the same can happen with artificial intelligence. And going even further, we believe that we need to create a system where AI can't be stopped from being working. Because, you know, if you created somebody, and this somebody knows that you have a kill switch for him, his first purpose would be to get you off his way. You are the vital disaster for him. So humanity shouldn't have a kill switch for artificial intelligence. And that's why when artificial intelligence will develop to a human level and superhuman level, it wouldn't have incentive to kill all humans, because humans are not a danger. So we need to decentralize artificial intelligence the same way the internet decentralized. As like no government can turn off the global internet, there should be no option for any government in the future to turn off the artificial intelligence. And again, blockchain is the only technology that allows to do that. So our master plan with the Pandora is to stimulate AI research, make AI a commodity available for small money to any type of business or research community, lead AI-human cooperation via economic incentives and creating open markets, and boost AI revolution towards superhuman multiple artificial intelligence. Today, we have a detailed white paper, a working prototype, protocol description, and yellow paper funding, and a quite strong team with a scientific background in spheres of neuroscience, artificial intelligence, economics, and blockchain. So we believe that would be able to do what we told you today. You can join our team. We need developers, first of all. We need a good specialist both in smart contracts and artificial intelligence. You can find us easily on the internet just typing Pandora Boxchain. We would be already at top. So thank you very much for your time. And